Hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle here, astrologer and leadership coach here for this Moon Astrology Tarot for November 1st through the 4th. And we are talking about the moon in Cancer and the sun in Scorpio. We've got a few other transits, including Saturn stationing to go direct early, just before the moon makes its move into Leo. The moon's at home in Cancer. And so that's a good thing because that's kind of supportive, but it also can be quite emotional because, you get home, you get cozy. And so you're not always like inspired. And we also have a few other transits happening that really could be potentially overstimulating or over inspiring, maybe like inspirational porn. Can I say porn on YouTube? I guess we're going to find out. But my point is that there could be some delusion or illusion or just too much. So of course we got the Magician in reverse. This is Geordie LaForge from Star Trek Next Gen. And I feel like this is like we're blocked because we're overstimulated. Have you ever been in a situation where you have like a free one day where you can do all of the anything that you want to do, and you wake up that morning and you have your coffee and you enjoy it, or your tea, or your whatever, your cereal, whatever you do in the morning, and you think about all of the things on the to-do list, and like, you want to clean the yard, you want to clean the house, you want to work on that creative project, you want to work on that, puzzle, read that book, all of those things. And you're like, damn, which one do I choose? And you don't know which you're so overwhelmed by whatever you want to choose that you just decide to go back to bed. Okay. This happens to me a lot, actually. I have so many hobbies and so many interests that I get overstimulated. And I feel like that's why we got this Magician in reverse. This is a creative block, an energy block, we're just not feeling like we want to do anything because there's so many things we want to do. And that's a good thing, to have so many things that you want to do. It's also kind of it can block your energy. It can block your creativity or your motivation to do anything because there's so many things that you want to be doing. You also could kind of be in your feels based, just coming off of that moon in Gemini. We could be in our feelings, somebody changed their mind abruptly, or a contract ended abruptly, or something like that. That could be, we also could have some rose-colored goggles on. Again, it could be some illusion or delusion going on that we're just like, ooh. And so you may get those rose-colored goggles moments. Remember, when we're wearing rose-colored goggles, the red flags look white. That's always been something that stuck with me since somebody shared that with me several years ago. But when we're wearing rose-colored goggles, everything, is dyed pink, and we think everything looks pretty, and then we take them off like, oh shit, right? And so maybe this is a moment to just sit and be with your feelings, be with your projects list, and sort of look at it and make some discernments. Like, did I really want to do that project? Do I really want to fix that? Do I really want to make that happen? Do I really not care about that? And it's okay to say you don't care. It's also okay to not do anything and just enjoy the moment. I feel like, things, projects moving forward will be a bit stunted or stalled, as Saturn is about restriction. And since Saturn's going to be stationing to go direct by the time this moon is almost finished in Cancer, when Saturn does that, it slows shit down. It slows the energy down. And so really be attentive at how you feel. Maybe even take some journaling time. Part of my mission, or part of my intention with doing these videos, is to really share with you how these patterns work in astrology. And so the way you do that for yourself is to take that journaling time so that you can look back and be like, oh, on November 3rd, I was not motivated. I literally felt like doing nothing, or I was so overstimulated that I didn't feel like doing anything. And then on November 4th, 5th, 6th, when Saturn went direct, you can go back and look and be like, oh yeah, now I feel like doing all the things, or now I understand, and the communications happen. Anyway, so don't be surprised if you're feeling like overwhelmed, overstimulated, or if things looked good on paper and then you get there and you're like, oh crap. Right? So Anywho, maybe and just enjoy a movie, watch an inspirational movie, or read a good book or something like that, and just take that time to really be with yourself and take time for your self-care, with a lot of water energy in the chart throughout this moon in Cancer. So November 1st through 4th could be very much emotional, could be unsteady, but it also could be a moment in time to gain some inspiration on the other side of this moon cycle. The moon is waning at this time, meaning it was a full moon and now it is getting darker. It's not quite to the third quarter square. But when the moon is waning, as it continues to get darker, this is why I talk about the balsamic darkening moon before the new moon, is we tend to lose energy throughout that. And so that's pretty typical. And so part of why I do these videos is so you know, to help you sort of guide you through like how these moon cycles work, and to really work with the energy as it progresses. And so it can actually make a difference in how you function. So if you know that during a certain part of the moon cycle, you know, and of course, if you're a woman and you still have a menstrual cycle, if you know during a certain part of the moon phase, you're going to have your menstrual cycle, or leading up to your menstrual cycle, you may notice like a change in your energy. And the more we can honor that and work with that, as opposed to trying to work against it, actually the easier things can be. So if you're feeling like resting, if you're feeling like taking some time to just read a book, watch a movie, you know, do nothing, just sit on the couch snuggled up with a pumpkin spice latte or whatever, that's cool. Do it. Okay, that's all I got for this moon in Cancer. Again, November 1st through the 4th, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.